to income tax class. In the previous class, I have given you one homework. Some students tried, they have sent it to me. I am doing. Those who did not send, those who felt shy in sending to me, or those who did not try at all, you just see it and you copy. If you have done any mistake, you rectify that mistakes. Okay. Are you able to see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Srimati Rekha was born in Mumbai on 15th June 1984. She left India for Australia on 14th March 2019 and never returned so far. Determine her residential status as resident or not for the relevant previous year, 2019-20. See, in this problem, directly previous year is given for us. Based on that, you do, that's all. Some of you have done previous year to 19-20, that is 18-19 you have calculated. No, in the problem, previous year is given for us. See, if you check the previous problem, in the first problem, whatever we have done, assessment year is given. For that, calculating for assessment year, what you will do, you will take its previous year. But here in this problem, clearly for us given is even given year is previous year. That's all. So based on previous year, you have to test the primary conditions. Two conditions you have to test to tell whether a citizen, whether an SSC is resident or non-resident. See, first condition is 182 days the person should live in India during the last previous year. So answer. Previous year is equal to 2019-2020. That is given in the problem itself. Previous year is given in the problem itself. Again, you do not go for the previous year of 2019-20. That is 2018-19. You did not check. Directly, the previous year is given in the problem. Okay. Two conditions you have to mention. First, these two conditions you have to cross check. That's all. Okay. Conditions. See, these are the conditions. You know the conditions. First condition is the SSC should have stayed for 182 days in the previous year. Okay. The second condition is the SSC should have stayed in India for 60 days and prior to previous year, in the 4 years, the SSC is supposed to stay in our country for 365 days. Those are the two conditions. So first, previous year's number of days, how many days the person has stayed in our country, we will see. Okay, number of days. Number of days calculation. Number of days calculation I am doing. You just watch it correctly. Okay, now see, in the year 2019-20, this is the previous year. Okay, how many days she stayed? We have to calculate. See, in the previous year 2019-20, what are the number of days? What is the actually from which date it will start? 19-20 means 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020 it will be. Is it clear? 1/4/2009. This is the period you have to check. 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020. This is the period you have to check. Is it clear? 1920 year will start on 1st April 2019 and it will end on 31st March 2020. We have to check for these days. How many days she stayed, you have to check. See, if you read the problem once, she left for Australia for the first time on 14th March 19. And again, she did not return to India. So far, till date, she is not in India. Now you see, on 1/4/2019, is she in India? She is not there. She went to Australia. So total 2019-20, her stay in India is 0 days. Is it clear? She went in the month of March only. Whereas we are checking from 1st April. Okay. I hope you understood. She stayed in India during 2019-20, 0 days. Now you see, first condition is the assessee should have stayed for 182 days. Is she staying? Did she stay in our country during the year for 182 days? No, she did not stay even a single day. 0 days she stayed. So then first condition is not satisfied. Coming to second condition. See, she has to stay in the previous year for 60 days. She is not at all stayed. She did not stay even a single day. So how can you say that she stayed for 60 days and again this and symbol is there, you see. The assessee has to stay at least 60 days during the previous year, and during the last 4 years, the assessee has to stay 365 days. So this condition is also not satisfied. Are you able to understand? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So no, not even a single condition is satisfied in these two conditions. So you have to mention not even a single condition is satisfied by the assessee. Hence, her residential status is, in inverted commas, you have to put non-resident. Non-resident. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This is how we have to do. 1920 year we are checking. The problem directly previous year only is given. In 1920, how many days the assessee stayed in our country, you have to check. See, first condition, these are primary conditions you are checking. First condition is 182 days she has to stay. Whereas she went in the month of March only to Australia. So 0 days, in case of 0 days, first condition is also not fulfilled. Second condition is also not fulfilled. So you have to write like this. This is a decision. Means whether the person is resident or non-resident, you have to decide like this you are going to write. Please copy it. Please note down. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see the solution?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please note down. Is it complete notes? Have you noted down? Is it complete?
Continue, sir.
Is it over? Finished?
We will write from YouTube, sir.
Okay, okay, right. No problem. Now you see. See, we just come back to our this. That is just a minute. Okay, are you able to see the screen now? PowerPoint presentation. That is residential status. Are you able to see this screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you see. So, see, so based on primary conditions we have discussed up to now in these two problems, we verified only primary conditions. Means only SSC is whether a resident or non-resident. That only we are able to decide. But when you see when you go back to this is residential status, see, I mentioned this. You have seen this, you have noted down this, I think. What is that means? Just a minute. See, residential status can be like this: resident or non-resident. First classification means resident. I mentioned, no, you will call a person a resident when he satisfies at least one of the primary conditions, one of the two primary conditions. If he does not satisfy any of the primary conditions, you will directly tell that person as, you will call him as a non-resident. That's all. Now, further classification is resident Indian. Resident person can be, SSC can be classified as ordinary resident, non-ordinary resident. Okay, in order to classify under these two conditions, you have to further study two other conditions that are those are known as secondary conditions. What are those secondary conditions? You note down. We will do one problem. Then you will be able to understand. I am repeating why we are learning residential status means a person's tax liability depends on his residential status. If a person is a resident, he has to pay certain amount as tax. If he is a non-resident, he has to pay certain amount of tax. Similarly, again, if he is an ordinary resident, his tax liability will be different. If he is not ordinarily resident, that tax liability is also going to be different. So that is why in order to identify a person's and assess his tax liability, we have to first of all measure or first of all identify his residential status. For that purpose only we are going through this topic. Now you note down these additional conditions, these secondary conditions. These are mentioned under section 6 of 6. Section 6, subsection C, 6. Primary conditions are mentioned under section 6, subsection 1. When you have noted down primary conditions, I told you to give half-page gap for secondary conditions. I hope you have given a gap. These secondary conditions, now you note down, we will check them. How you are going to determine residential status with the help of secondary conditions. In addition to primary conditions, we will do one problem now. So first condition is, he should be resident in India for at least 2 years out of 10 previous years preceding the relevant previous year. This condition you note down. When you do problem, you will be able to understand. He should be resident in India for at least 2 years out of 10 previous years preceding the relevant previous year. This is the first additional condition. Second one is, he should be in India for at least 730 days during 7 years. This is not preceding the relevant previous year. These two conditions you note down. We will check how to apply those conditions. I will tell you, don't worry. Okay. Is it finished? Have you noted?
Continue, sir.
Continue. Okay, right. Okay, note down one problem then. In that condition, you note down one problem. Okay, this is problem number 3. I will do one problem. How to apply those conditions, we will see. Okay. Money, his name is Money, the person's name is Money. Money an Indian citizen left for England on 16/6/1986. This is 16/6/1986 and returned to India on 23/7/1990. Okay, he left for Iran on 10/3/2019 and came back on 10/11/2019. Determine his residential status for the previous year 2019-20. So please see this problem. I will do it immediately. Note down. If time permits, note down. Otherwise, afterwards you note down. But just to see it. See, first of all, see in the first two problems, what we have done is just we have identified whether a person is resident or non-resident. That's all. But now here you have to determine the assessee's residential status totally, means whether he is ordinary resident or not ordinarily resident or non-resident. That's all. These three you have to verify. Three you have to verify means two primary conditions you have to check and two additional conditions also you have to check. So first of all, what are the two primary conditions? These are the primary conditions. First of all, you have to verify them. Okay. First, primary conditions. Primary conditions. See, in primary conditions, first condition is, see, these are the two primary conditions. In first 182 days, the person has to stay. So this is the answer. Primary conditions. And again, secondary conditions are also there. Has anybody noted down secondary conditions? Please tell me what are the two secondary conditions? Yes, has anybody noted secondary conditions? Yes. What are the two secondary conditions or additional conditions? Resident in 2 out of 10 previous years. This is the first condition, first additional condition or secondary condition. stay in India for 730 days. These are the two. This should come to your mind. Should be fixed in your mind. 730 days in 7 previous years. These 4 conditions you should by heart. You should keep in mind. First, primary conditions are 182 days during the previous year and 60 days in the previous year, and prior to previous year, last 4 years, 365 days he has to stay in India. And secondary condition or otherwise, these are also known as additional conditions. Additional conditions, resident in 2 out of previous years, before to previous year, and stay in India for 730 days in 7 previous years. See, I simply mention it as 7 previous years. Okay. See, don't get confused when I solve this problem. You will be able to understand clearly. It will be a bit confusing, but when we do problem, you can understand easily. Okay. Now, first primary conditions I will check. The previous year is 2019, 2020. This is the previous year. See, checking of primary condition. Checking of primary condition. First condition I am checking now. You see properly. 182 days the person has to stay. See here. You read this problem properly now. See, he left for Iran on 10th March 2019 and came back on 10th November 2019. So up to November, he is not there in our country. In 2019-20, see, this year starts on 1/4/19. Okay. It ends on 31st March 2020. So up to November, he is not there in our country. In November, he came to India. He went to Iran on 10th March and came back on 10th November. You see this properly. Okay. Now you check. See. So in primary conditions, first one, April he is not there. May he is not there. June he is not there. July he is not there. August not there. September not there. October not there. November he is there. In November, how many days is there? You see, check. See, November total how many days?
30.
For 30 days, he came on 10th November. Means how many days he stayed in our country? 10th, including 10th, we have to calculate. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like that you calculate. He is stay in our country during November month will be 21 days. Including 10th, you have to calculate 10, 11, 12, like that you calculate. So after November is over, December. So December totally he stayed here only. December 31 days. Okay. January. In the month of January, total 31 days he is in our country only. Then February. See, you February, you just understand. Every February will have 28 days. But year 2020 is a leap year. You divide 2020 with 4, you will get absolutely remainder as 0. So that is a leap year. In a leap year in February, how many days are going to be there? 29 days are going to be there. So you check March. In the month of March, 31 days totally he stayed. See, he left for Iran. I am again repeating. He left for Iran on 10th March 19 and came back on 10th November. So from 10th November to March 2020, you have to check the number of days. So that is why I calculated now. Okay. Now you see, you add them all, you will get. See, when you add 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 9, 13, 3, 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6, 12 plus 2. 14. So 143 days. Is it correct? Please cross check. Is it correct or not? Please you cross check.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 4, 5, 146 రా నాయన రాంగ్ అట్టుంది కదా ఇది 146 అట్టుంది 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 130 ప్లస్ అంతేలే.
Is it correct?
143.
Is it correct? 143.
Yes, sir.
So you see, first condition is he should stay in our country for 182 days. He did not stay, no. So you have to write this condition is not satisfied. Okay. Second condition we will check. Okay. What is that second condition? See, stay in India for 60 days during the previous year. So he stayed 143 days, no? Is it correct or not? He stayed in our country for 143 days. Okay. So apart from that, another condition is also there. During the last 4 years prior to this year, he should have stayed in our country for 365 days. That you check properly. See, last year he stayed in our country for 143 days. Is it clear? So first, in second condition, this 60 days is satisfied. Already we calculated. During the last year, he stayed in our country for 143 days. So it is more than 60 days only. Okay. So this is satisfied. The second part we have to check now. During the last 4 years, he should have stayed in our country for 365 days. That whether it is satisfied or not, we have to check now. Now you see. Now you see. See, during the previous 4 years, means that is 2018-19, we have to check. Again, 2017-18, you have to check. Again, 2016-17, you have to check. And again, 2015-16 also, you have to check. During these 4 years, you have to check whether he stayed in our country for 365 days or not. That you have to check. Now you see, first of all, read the problem again. See, in 1986, he went to foreign country first time and returned to India on 23rd July 1990. And he left for Iran on 10th March 19. Means during these, from 1990 to 2019, he is in our country only. Did you understand? During 1990 to 2090, he is in our country only. See, dear students, properly understand. From 1990 to 2019, he stayed in our country only, totally. Okay. So automatically you can see this condition of second condition, that is staying in our country during the last 4 years prior to previous year. This 365 days he has already stayed for several years. He is in our country only. So this condition is satisfied during the previous last 4 years, staying in our country for 365. This is also 365 days is also satisfied. So you can say that he satisfied this condition. See, you calculate properly. So I am calculating. I will calculate. If you have any doubt, you may be having doubts. So I will calculate and show to you. How I am saying that he satisfied this condition, I will tell you. See, in the year 2017-18, he stayed totally in our country only. In the year 16-17 also, he stayed in our country totally. In 15-16 also, he stayed in our country total 365 days. In 18-19, you see, in the month of March, on 10th he went. See, means during that year, how many days he was not there in our country? Except 20 days, he is totally in our country only. On 10th March 2019, he went to foreign country. See, again repeating, I am again repeating. You on 10th March he went. Up to then he is in our country only. He lived in our country only. So from 11th onwards, the remaining 21 days he did not stay in our country. 11th March to 31st March, those days only he did not stay. Means 11th March to 31st March, 21 days he missed our country. So from 365 days, if you minus that 21 days, how many days will come? It is coming to 344 days. So this year 344, this year totally 365 days. 16, 17 totally he stayed in our country for 365 days. This year also totally 365 days he stayed in our country. You add them all. But during the year 2016, there is an adjustment. Can anybody tell what is that adjustment? In the year 2016, one adjustment is there. Here it will change. Why that adjustment is there? Can anybody tell? 2016 year is again leap year. 2016 will be divided exactly by 4. So that is a leap year. So that is why in the year 2015-16, 366 days he is going to stay in our country. So totally if you do it, this will come to, you calculate, it will come to 1440. You check it once. Okay, 1440 days he stayed in our country. See, in the first condition, 182 days he did not satisfy. Whereas in the second condition, last year, 60 days he stayed. Already 143 days he stayed. And again, during the last 4 years, 365 days he has to stay in our country. See, you can see he has stayed for more than 365 days. So this condition is satisfied, you have to say. Second condition, in primary conditions, second condition he is satisfied. So he is now a resident in our country. But you have to check another condition also I told. What is that condition? Whether he is ordinary resident or not ordinary resident, you have to cross-check. With the help of these 2 additional conditions, you have to check it. As we have run out of time, in the next class, I will show you how this additional condition you are going to check. Okay. Thank you very much, dear students. We will meet again in the next class.